Namaskar, namaskar, and welcome to the beautiful mountainous region of Darjeeling, West Bengal, India. Nestled in the foothills of the Himalayas in West Bengal, India, a place that changes as the sun rises throughout the day, illuminating the surrounding mountains while creating a breathtaking sight that leaves explorers in awe. Spend time exploring the lush green tea plantations where the gentle mountain breeze dances with the delicate tea leaves. In Darjeeling, you'll discover a harmonious blend of natural beauty and rich cultural heritage. Step into an extraordinary journey where each moment unravels the timeless allure of this remarkable place. I am so excited to be here. This is one of my favorite places I have been in India. The reason being is I love the mountains, I love momos, I love trains, which you're gonna find out what I mean by these types of trains here, and I just really enjoyed overall my time in Darjeeling. Now in today's video, we're gonna go through 15 different things you can do when you're visiting Darjeeling, and by the end of this video, you'll have a great understanding as to why I love Darjeeling. So one thing I wanna mention is these 15 things to do in Darjeeling are not in any specific order from best to worst. They're just simply how I decided to put them in today's video. So you'll wanna stick around to the end so you don't miss out on any of the things to do. So let's hop right in. Number one on the list is to ride the famous Darjeeling toy train, and it is the staple of Darjeeling in itself. This iconic train ride, specifically known as the toy train, is a UNESCO World Heritage Marvel.
There's actually two different options you can take. There's the steam joyride and the diesel joyride. The diesel joyride's 1,000 and the steam is 1,500. 1,500. Probably maybe this one's more expensive to operate these days. Look at the diesel, it just looks like a huge semi-truck.
But as you can imagine, the steam engine really gives you that feel of taking you back in history.
Oh, there we go. All aboard!
It's truly a breathtaking experience as you're cruising through the emerald green valleys and beautiful mountain ranges as the steam blows through the neighborhood. I will say it is pretty surprising though to see how much steam is just being blown into people's houses.
And that steam engine just wakes up the neighborhood. Just blasting the steam engine horn through the neighborhood. You know when the train's coming through, that's for sure.
As well as the train conductor got a lot of steam in his face as well.
Look at my coat right there. Because this is just with my arms sitting like this, and I'm pulling up this much ash. Now some of those houses, you'd look up and the smoke would just be pouring inside their houses.
But aside from that, it was such a cool experience to ride around on this train and go all around the mountainous village areas of Darjeeling and the surrounding areas. Number two on the list is to visit Mall Road, Darjeeling. Now this is a very unique place because it's truly the heartbeat of Darjeeling, and you'll find that both during the night and during the day as so much is happening there. So many tourists, locals, and everyone are cruising through the vibrant market with street stands filled with so many types of food and markets with many types of clothing and other items that you can purchase there. You'll experience that just doing a stroll through this area and experiencing what Darjeeling is like will give you that amazing feeling of being back during the colonial era based on the architecture, the quaint cafes, and charming shops. So make sure to immerse yourself in the vibrant local culture and you'll be able to smell that fresh aroma throughout the streets of that brewed tea from the foothills of Darjeeling. Number three on the list is to visit the Peace Pagoda. The Peace Pagoda is a prominent attraction in Darjeeling that embodies a sense of serenity and harmony. Located amidst the misty hills, the majestic structure offers a tranquil setting and serves as a symbol of peace. Against the backdrop, you'll see snow-capped mountain peaks where visitors can enjoy breathtaking vistas and experience a profound sense of calm and spiritual solace.
Opening time 4:30 a.m. till 7 p.m.
This place is truly a one-of-a-kind in Darjeeling, and it's one of the most well-kept places I saw in the whole Darjeeling area.
It says a very beautiful place, history, nature, culture, and architecture. I love it so much.
World Namak. You can find it right there in the book, my friends.
Landscaping, the buildings, and everything was in great condition.
Number 4 on the list
Is to visit the Batasia Loop, which is accessible by train, and it provides a captivating journey through Darjeeling's picturesque landscapes. If you take the Darjeeling Toy Train tourist ride, you will get to see the Batasia Loop.
but we came on a bit of a rainy day, so I guess we stopped here for about 15 minutes to walk around and explore this place.
So while I saw the loop, I unfortunately didn't get to walk around because it was pouring rain. But aside from that, this engineering marvel offers sweeping panoramic views of the region. If you're taking the train like I did, it does a spiral loop around it, and there you'll be able to see the verdant valleys, cascading waterfalls, and the majestic Kanchenjunga mountain range.
Number 5 on the list
Is to visit the Darjeeling Ropeway. Now you're probably wondering, what is a ropeway? Well, many different cultures call them a cable car, a ropeway, a teleferique, but it's just essentially a small little car that's on a metal wire that basically usually takes you through mountainous views or through ski resorts as well. And so in this case, up in Darjeeling, it offers you a unique perspective to witness the stunning beauty of the region.
So it actually stretches all the way down the mountains. It even goes further past that hill.
The sad news is when I arrived, it was already midday and the line was so long. But it wasn't just the line that was the issue. They had actually already sold out of tickets.
Recommendation that I had heard was if you want to get tickets, it opens at 10 a.m. You got to be here at like 9 a.m. Wait in line, and then hopefully you'll be able to get yourself in there.
It's not a large cable car, so it's not like it can move a lot of people in each cable car. So the spots are limited, and plan accordingly to wake up early and don't make the same mistake that I did.
Number 6 on the list
Is to visit the Observatory Hill viewpoint. This viewpoint is a one-of-a-kind place because it offers you distant views into the surrounding mountains where you can see villages outside of Darjeeling, you can see distant mountain ranges, and so much more. Also in this area, it is far away from any sort of traffic, so you can really take in the views, the sounds of nature, and just stare into the horizons for hours on end. In addition, there's actually a lot of cafes and restaurants surrounding the observatory viewpoint area. So if you're looking to do more than just sit and enjoy the views, you can actually go down and grab a cup of tea or a bite to eat while you're staring out into these majestic views. Number 7 on the list is to visit the Happy Valley Tea Estate. Now, this place is one of the most popular ones you can visit in Darjeeling, and it's pretty close to a lot of the other tourist areas you want to visit.
Unfortunately, I'm not able to film inside of the tea factory.
Probably so I don't spoil it, and you guys can go for yourselves and experience it. Now, I've personally visited quite a few tea plantations and factories in Sri Lanka as well as southern India, and so I've gotten a pretty good idea for it, and they do the tour in English as well. You can actually go walk around the luscious tea gardens, and
They are literally manually picking the tea. That's the interesting part. I mean, there's I think like 400 acres or maybe more of tea farms here, and they individually pick the leaves off and basically fill them in this bag right there, and then that obviously goes into the processing component. So as you can see, like now looking down here, they don't look as beautiful as when they haven't been picked yet. The one thing I'll say, when I was in Munnar and when I was in some of the mountains in Sri Lanka, the tea leaves or like the plantations were like a super vibrant green. So I'm not sure if that's like the soil differences or the types of tea. I'm no expert when it comes to tea. They're like you'd look at this mountain out there and it'd be like, almost looks like I turned the saturation up on the camera.
at the end they even offered us a nice test of each one of their teas, and I loved them.
And which one is this one?
Autumn season.
Autumn season, okay. Picked very nicely, the names. It tastes just like the essence of each one of those seasons. Just what I wanted, to taste a little bit of Darjeeling tea. I might have to get myself one of these to go, maybe one of these summer season. Which one is your favorite, brother? Summer season, second grade. Yeah, all right, yeah. See, that's the consensus. That was my favorite as well, to take home with. Welcome to Mall Road. Everyone in the evening after they get back from touring all over this area, they are coming to this mall area.
Now, this is a separate thing to do than visiting Mall Road during the day, and the reason why I wanted to separate it is because it really does offer two separate experiences. Earlier, I talked about what it's like and the bustling markets and how it is during the day. There you're going to see a lot of Darjeeling, you're going to see a lot of the viewpoints, but at night, that is when the streets are filled. That is when you really have to put push through your way to get up and down the streets, but the energy is amazing. The smells of the street food are better than ever, and the feeling of walking through and so much excitement, so much bargaining and negotiating and street stands and everything surrounding you offers a one-of-a-kind atmosphere as you're cruising through Mall Road. Number 9 on the list is to indulge in the culinary delights of Darjeeling, and of course that has to start out with the iconic momos. If you haven't looked at the map of where Darjeeling is actually very close to the Nepali border, and if you've ever heard of Nepali cuisine, one of the first things that are going to pop up are the momos. So as you can imagine, you'll find a lot of momos in India as well, and specifically in Darjeeling. This is where you're going to find some of the best.
That is what we call G-triple-O-D. Good, my friends.
But if you're not familiar with what momos are, they're actually steamed dumplings filled with savory ingredients. Sometimes you'll find chicken in them, sometimes veg. Also in Nepal, I was able to find them with buffalo and other meats as well. So as you're exploring the vibrant street food scene, keep an eye out for those momos and enjoy them the way I did. Let me just tell you, you'll want at least 8 of them, 6 to 8 of them as a nice snack, and then maybe you'll go for round 2 if you're still hungry after that. Now, if you're looking for other foods outside of momos, you'll also be able to find a bunch of different types of street foods out there as well. I had noodles. I also had my number 1 favorite, which is the egg roll. I get those pretty much every single day when I'm in India.
I've probably had like 10 egg rolls since I've arrived. And let me put it this way, I'm gonna have a lot more before I leave.
Number 10 on the list is to visit Rink Mall. Now, Rink Mall is going to be a little bit different than some of the other options on this list of things to do. It offers a more modern and entertaining experience in Darjeeling. It is a shopping and leisure destination with international and local brands. On some of the various floors, you'll find things like a cinema. You'll also find a grocery store, and I believe there's even an attached hotel to this area. For some people who are traveling with children, there are a bunch of arcade areas and games that younger kids can play down there, as well as some food stands right outside to get a bite to eat. Number 11 on the list is to visit the Dali Monastery. This monastery is one of the most beautiful in this region, and the reason being is for multiple. Number 1 is it is nestled in an area where you get beautiful views of Darjeeling.
I'm not gonna lie, right now, I prefer the rain because you have this mystical look with all the clouds right up over the top and just some of the clouds like rolling right in through there. That's phenomenal. Guys, in the matter of 2 minutes from walking down to the cafe, the sun is back.
But more importantly, the Dali Monastery itself.
And it looks like no photography is allowed inside, so I won't be going inside, my friends, but that's what you can see from afar. Just incredible.
And witnessing the chanting of Buddhist monks who are immersing themselves in peaceful ambience. The serene surroundings and sacred aura of the monastery will truly leave a lasting impression on all of your souls. Number 12 on the list is to visit Gleneries. Now, a trip to Darjeeling is not complete without stopping by this historic bakery and restaurant that offers a delightful culinary experience. This iconic establishment has withstood the test of time and entices visitors with delectable baked goods, mouth-watering pastries, and sumptuous English breakfasts. This place has been around for over 100 years, and you can taste it with how delicious the food here is.
And it gives us these incredible views, silhouettes of the mountains in the distance. There's actually one of the tallest mountains in the world that you can normally see, but I guess there's this huge cloud that's been around this area.
As you're enjoying some delicious desserts to finish off the day. Number 13 on the list is to visit the Mahakal Temple. The revered Mahakal Temple is a spiritual focal point in Darjeeling dedicated to Lord Shiva.
Hanuman, monkey god, Superman.
Superman, yeah. Very beautiful, Hindu and Buddhist.
Yes.
Visitors are invited to experience the moments of devotion and tranquility as they offer prayers and witness the rituals performed by devotees. This ancient shrine allows visitors to immerse themselves in the rich religious heritage of the region and feel the spiritual energy it emanates. Number 14 on the list is to visit Chaurasta Square. Chaurasta Square serves as the bustling central hub of Darjeeling, where locals and visitors converge. Amidst the lively atmosphere, visitors can relax on benches while sipping a cup of Darjeeling tea and observing the world around them. The vibrant energy, charming surroundings, and panoramic views contribute to an unforgettable experience. You can also even ride a pony in this area, see some live street performances, as well as visit a bunch of restaurants in this area. And last but not least, number 15, which is to visit Mall Market. Mall Market presents a shopping extravaganza showcasing the vibrant culture of Darjeeling. Visitors can explore a multitude of stalls offering a wide range of handicrafts, traditional garments, and local specialties. By immersing yourself in this colorful tapestry of local culture, visitors can take home a cherished memento that embodies the charm of Darjeeling. For myself, I stopped in here and purchased a number of different items.
And then this one's the train. So this is another one of the most popular things that people come to see. How much for all three? Kati ho? Oh, cool. Dhanyavad Bhaidi. We hit a little traffic jam here, yeah? Oh, we're jumping. You're getting the green one? Oh, that's a nice one. Maybe this white one right there, brother? Oh, yeah. And Kati ho dai?
1400
And this is new or used?
new.
No, okay, perfect.
Especially if you're looking to get some souvenirs to bring back home with you. So thank you guys so much for watching. As you can tell, there are so many things to do in Darjeeling, and that's just a small fraction of all the things that you can do. I did all of that in about a 4-day period, so you can imagine you stay a few more days, there's a lot more to explore. So the great news is I've put some links down in the description below with even more things to do, and also some tips on accommodation, some links on where you can stay, and using those links supports this channel and it doesn't cost you any extra money. So thank you guys so much. I really hope you have an amazing time in Darjeeling, and we will see you in the next video here on Nomad Guides.